Here we are in Colle Salvetti, about to go the highlight of the week to the market. There's the local bar over there.
Well, okay, we've been at the market, we've got a chicken in here, and Mum and Dad who are walking on have bought some cheese and also some salami. So we'll go back to our apartments and then have a nice lunch. We're here. There's some really strange music and it makes you want to jig. All the man's dancing now. Very good. He wants to be on the camera. Okay.
We have just completed our shop at the market, and this is the melon, all for Mark. Happy days!
Here we are on the back roads to the farm to buy some local oil and wine. It's truly off the beaten track, this one. It's authentic from the farm.
Here we are at the local, where they sell the local wine and oil. Yeah.
Shall we go to the white wine?
Yeah, if you want to.
Qual è il migliore?
Ma se ne prende il bianco.
Yeah, that rinsed them all out. They've all had just water. Just coming to collect the local water.
Is that working? Here's Mark. Mark's going to fill our water bottles. We are staying in Guastici, and this is where you come for free water, so you don't need to pay for it.
Founded in the year 2000 to celebrate the great jubilee of the millennium. The water fountain
It's given to the people of Colle Salvetti.
of Colle Salvetti. Dad has now entered an evangelistic conversation with this gentleman. It started by Dad commenting on the church opposite, and the man said he was not a Catholic, and now Dad is standing firm, defending the one true Catholic faith.
Here we are at Guastici, waiting for the bus to go into the Livorno, to the where it's got all the shops and the market.
Is it grazie?
Grazie.
Okay, well, we've had a really traumatic time getting here. We had to go on a bus, and I'm not joking, it was a rickety old bus. There was no seatbelts. Mark and I, it was absolutely packed. We were stuck on the front of this bus, nearly crashed into a big lorry, and people were complaining because of the heat and having to waft things about. So we've had to come straight for a cup of coffee and a cake to recover from the trauma. So this is our first taste of Italian
That's my
bus.
excuse for a donut.
It's the port of Livorno. the fourth most important port in Italy.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's further up the bigger ships going.
The restaurant.
After a busy afternoon beside the pool, we've come here to Colle Salvetti to go to the artisan ice cream store to buy ourselves an ice cream.
It's got the most amazing ice cream. It's chocolate and it's the best chocolate ice cream I've ever tasted. We're at Lake Alberto, belonging to Ozzy Spondoni. At Ozzy Spondoni's, and we've come across a dead person by the bar. So we are just here, and it's a little dad can buy a beer if he likes. Do you like? Oh, he's alive. Good news.
At the Oratorio di Santa Maria on our way to Lari Castle.
This is the house I found for Aldina's bed and breakfast in Italy. We're going to have a swimming pool in the front garden, and the honeymoon suite will be the area where they've got a balcony at the top there. So I'm going to be buying that. This is my new adventure. Aldina and Giovanni's bed and breakfast. Aldina and John's bed and breakfast.
I just bought this. Mark. I will just bought it.
Here we are on a Saturday morning at Lari, famous for the castle and their pasta. We are just about to have our cappuccino and pastry of the morning. It is just 10 o'clock.
there
Yeah.
with a picture of flower on the border. Primula. No. That's been packaged by hand. Different by machine for cut.
We bought it, didn't we, like that?
Va bene? Sì, grazie. Look, Oh, isn't it hot in there?
Lare is a little gem. We found it first. Now the tourists are starting to come. It's like when me and Dad years ago came to San Gimignano and Volterra. No English had found it, but now they're there in their masses.
Miracles of all miracles. Aldina this morning, she got up at 7:30 to come to church. And she joined in on all the hymns, singing her heart out. It was a pleasure to watch and to listen.
Hi, we're at Italia's house and we've just had some beautiful orange juice and lots of kind of cake and different things, which has been really nice. We're now in the garden just admiring their crops of tomatoes and basil and courgettes. So there we are. There's Italia. She was a real beauty in her day.
These are courgettes, aren't they? Yeah.
We've got so much food at home, but Dad is collecting some celery, some basil, lots of herbs to make a homemade pesto. He collected some pine nuts last night, which he's going to crack open and get the pine nuts from to make a pine nut and basil pesto. So we're looking forward to that at some point. But we are all a bit stuffed because we had a 2-course lunch at 11:30. And it kind of finishes off for the day. And Mum and Dad had huge glasses of wine at 11:30 in the morning.
And now we will discover true peace and relaxation. As they say at the Rondinaya, you choose well to be well. Here we are. It is 9 o'clock, the cool of the evening after dinner. And over the pool, the air is cooled with a freshness that comes up as we're sitting there. And all around us, the songs of birds and the rondinaya that sweep down to the pool to take a drink of water. And then in the background you can see the gold of the Tuscan hills, extending as far as the eye can see. And then, to top it off, a little drink of Vin Santo and some cantuccini. There we are.
Rusticos in the distance. And if one comes
There we
for
are.
sale, I'm going to buy it for my grandchildren. They will have to repair it and rebuild it themselves.
Dad, do you just want to tell us what Dante Alighieri said when he sat here at the Rondinaya and observed this view?
Nel mezzo del cammin di nostra vita mi ritrovai in una selva scura perché la diretta via era smarrita. Ma dil qualora è cosa scura esta selva selvaggia, aspra e dura. Or cipresses. And if you look at the cipresses, they all lead to what used to be a type of row of houses which they were habited by workers who worked this land. But then in the 40s, 50s and 60s, they all abandoned the land. And naturally by abandoning the land, they also abandoned all their tied houses. And if you just look on my left, you will see where families, 3-4 families with quite a few children, they would live. And it's quite amazing to see it in such ruin, and no one has ever bought them and do them up. Perhaps the owner, he has got far too much money to be interested in sell all these fall down houses for a profit. You rather keep them as they are.
Be careful because of the cats. I'm very nervous. We've got a wild boy.
You can see a cat at a distance.
And this here, Aldina, is feeding the cat Antonieta's finest steak. We enjoyed it very much for lunch, but there was so much to eat, and Aldina decided that she would forego her portion to feed the cats.
This little building here, it's quite modern, but it was done for pigs, pigsty. Pigs would live in there, and then they would let them out, and it would be in that enclosure. There would be 2 pigs, fatten them up for the winter time. And there is another beautiful one house in ruin.
Here we are at the Piazza dei Miracoli, looking at the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Mum and Dad and Aldina here admiring the view.
Very hot.
It should be noted though that after sitting in the shade for a little while, Aldina's comment was, let's go back to Pisa to have a look at the shops. And then Mum's primary concern has not been so much the masterpieces of the Renaissance, but instead the Nutella patch here that Dad might sit on it.
Nutella spot.
Here we are at the Rondinaya. There's a very strange sound from behind these bushes. Aldina is a little bit concerned as to what the noise is. Do you hear that? Ah, it is Dad making some pesto.
It's pinoli. Farò del pesto con i pinoli da 3 pini che ho preso ieri. Abbiamo trovato, io e Marco siamo andati a fare una passeggiata e abbiamo trovato per terra 3 pini e questi sono i pinoli che in Inghilterra costano molto di soldi questi. Vedi, questo qui è un pinolo. Con questi faccio il pesto alla livornese, che è prezzemolo e basilico.
There you are, now you got it. Yeah, there you are.
Rondinaya.
We are so excited, and as you can see, the view is so pretty. And yeah, we're just about to go to the pool. Mum's on a run, so see you later.
Aldo.
Sì, dimmi.
So this is Italy in its natural habitat. We don't have any aircon, so we got the fans blowing it full. Nono's just spent most of the morning. Nono's just spent most of the morning watching a bit of Italian TV and
It is the Greek problem.
the Greek crisis.
Greek exit.
This is the legendary table where things are stored and kept and well.
In multiple devices.
See. So this is the little apartment that we've had, and it's served us well apart from the AC. And I'm going to take you outside into the lovely pool area where we may find Nanny trying to get a nice suntan before she head back to Dorset to do 5 hours of line dancing. But as you can see, as we approach this cute little archway of trees, we're about to enter the pool area where the gate has recently been put up, much to the thanks of noise pollution, which has been a reasonable cause of strife. And as we slowly approach the pool area, Uncle Mark would not like the fact that I've got the camera so close to the pool, but I'm just going to take you over briefly to say hello to Nanny in her natural habitat, the tanning beast. Look at that.
By the pool.
How are you enjoying yourself, Nanny?
Fantastic.
Fantastico, eh?
Fantastico.
And if you look out into the distance, which I'm not sure you can see, you'll see the El Rustica buildings, which Nanny wants to buy for us, so that we can enjoy Italy and the weather and the good food. Anyway,
Bravissimo.
it's what's the date today?
The 8th of June.
It's the 8th of June, and there's Nono coming out to join us, and we've had a great stay. Anyway,
Hey, 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 wait. Hey.
this is over and out on the finishing with. That's how to swim, everyone. If you want to learn how to swim, you watch Nono. Look at the pace. Anyway, it's the 8th of June. Over and out. Well, This is it. The final night in the apartment. And it's been an adventure. There have been bus rides. There have been walks. There have been mosquito bites. There's been lots of Parmesan cheese consumed. There's been money saving, mostly thanks to this man. There's been water that tastes like walnuts. And all in all, it's been a highly positive experience. I think we'd all agree. We'd all agree. The biggest downer of the trip, the fact that we don't have aircon. But with fans like these, you can live without it. Who needs aircon when you have Honeywell? Thank you, Honeywell. I owe my life to you, otherwise I would literally die in this heat trying to get to sleep. Nono has spent most of his time lounging on the sofa in exactly this position, watching the Greek crisis unfold. Darn Greeks don't know how to manage their economy, if you ask me. Anyway, thank you, this man over here, for arranging the whole thing. It's been brilliant. And so a lot of thanks goes to this
You have
man.
been moaning so far.
I haven't moaning.
Yeah, you insulted the water, which I think is the best water you can drink.
See, look, you insult his walnutty water, and this is what you get. A miserable Nono. Nono, were you annoyed at me when I said that we shouldn't take the salami back? For Nancy.
Yes, I wanted Luca to get to Nancy a Toscan sausage.
You see, I wouldn't quite.
He refused.
See, I didn't quite know how well the Tuscan sausage was going to go down in customs.
Yeah.
I got a little bit worried for the old Tuscan sausage, you know. I don't want them to be seeing me have no custom sausage in my hand luggage, no. You know, thinking I'm going to whip it out on the plane as a weapon or something. Weapon of mass destruction, considering how tough that salami is. But anyway, back to the point.
That's the best salami in all Italy is the Toscan salami sausage.
Anyway, so it's the final night. My heat rash has hit a new level of pain and irritation. And sadly, because I'm a Williams, I don't quite know how to deal with the pain properly. But you know what? It's been a great experience so far. There's been...
Luca is complaining because he's not in a 5-star accommodation.
Yeah, I've had to put up with this guy for most of it, but you know, what can you do? Sometimes you've got to put up with the old man, haven't you? You know.
Yeah. Now and again he has been naughty.
Anyway.
And I had to call him in and give one around his fat ear.
Okay. Nana, have you got a final message for the camera?
Ciao! Our last evening.
And I think that is a fitting way to end the Italian adventure in 2015. Over and out. Hey, Nono.
Ciao.
Ciao.